The technology was consistently better than what we saw from the competitors. Again, the fidelity with Kemtai was consistent. The pedigree of what we had on the staff at Kemtai from Naomi and her team was far superior to what we're seeing out there. And the other thing I really appreciate about Kemtai is that it was very no nonsense.
Cool. That was my first thought, and actually this is also the first reaction that I received when I show it to my patient. They said, "Wow, cool! High tech came to physiotherapy."
I think that when we first started developing exercises, we had a really good conversation about how do we do physical therapy at home with motion guide technology. And our thoughts initially, and really for patients, is that we just didn't want to cause harm.
I thought could be a good thing to add to a daily practice, especially after COVID and all the problems that for many people it comes to do rehabilitation and things. It could be an interesting add.
And so what struck us about Kemtai versus some of the competitors when we were looking at it was first the leadership team. So Mike and Moore were phenomenal. They were authentic. They were very easy to communicate with. They were open. They were consultative. All the things that you want in a great leadership team.
So using that technology model or ideal, and then patient-wise, has been tremendous to get buy-in to the process. Because really, when it comes down to physical therapy, it's those people who are compliant with their home exercises and have consistency that do better. This technology helps them to be more consistent and compliant with the exercises.
Because sometimes, people can have exercise and they understand the exercise in my session, but then they go home, and actually the main time that someone practice on his problem is by himself at home. And then I see like it's different exercise, or there is a thing that they are not doing correctly, and sometimes different muscles or different motion that I don't want them to do.
And so what we saw very early days, long story shortened, is increased engagement. We saw a pretty big spike. So people really liked the idea of having the video component to give them feedback on how they were doing. It went from having this sentinel effect to like, oh, I actually am able to make improvement quantifiably in ways that can help me even get better faster than I could before using Recovery 101.
From a satisfaction standpoint, the patients who are utilizing it love it. They love especially the feedback, and then they love the videos of themselves doing it compared to what the model should do.
Most physical therapists, they don't know what's going on with their patients outside their clinic walls, right? If you're thinking of traditional care. This gives them that insight. And if you can show meaningful progress outside the clinic wall, it can help enable more of these value-based care models and get us further and further away from fee-for-service. So I think computer vision is going to play a really important part in opening that up for traditional care and really helping to bring together the hybrid care model of the future.